What's up and welcome to Friday Crypto Discussions with me, Zoo Crypto. Remember, nothing here is financial advice. We're not financial advisors. Just some guys on the internet. Cool. All right, so let's get into Ray's roundup this morning. So looking at the majors, we're seeing some pullbacks across the board. Bitcoin is trading at 87.2 right now. It's down 2%. Ethereum is at 2161, dropping 4%. And Solana is at 142.3, losing 4%. Hype token is taking a hit, now at 15.67. That's a 6% hit. For the top headlines, major moves from the White House. Trump has signed an executive order establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve and a U.S. digital asset stockpile. This is the first federal initiative of its kind, and the market reacted instantly. Following the announcement, over 225 million in liquidations hit leveraged traders as Bitcoin dropped from 90K to 85K before bouncing back. More to come. Trump is set to sign additional executive orders today at 2:30 p.m. EST, just ahead of remarks at the Crypto Summit. The guest list is now public, and we're expecting some big names in attendance. Meanwhile, Tucker Carlson just dropped an exclusive. His prison interview with Sam Bankman-Fried is making waves. No word yet on what SBF had to say, but reactions are already pouring in. That's not exactly true. I already watched it. I think I screwed up my script there. Oh well. I made this cool background music. Hope you guys like it. Okay, cool. Let's just read straight off of it here. So we got that. Bitcoin reserve bill passed the Senate in Texas. Governor hopes to make Texas the epicenter of America's digital future. Quantify Funds launches the APED ETF with 100% exposure to coin and MSTR. 1.15 trillion is wiped from U.S. equities as the S&P falls 1.9% and NASDAQ drop 2.6%. Trump delays tariffs with Mexico and Canada on USMCA goods. European Central Bank cuts deposit facility rates by 0.25%. World Liberty Financial includes SUI in their strategic token reserve. USDC markets go live on the Myriad Predictions market platform. Bhutan details how their Bitcoin reserve funds their country, and U.S. representative introduces bill to end the Federal Reserve. Cool. Yeah, you can check out Ray's Roundup every day on X. His account is RCIVNFT. Cool. Let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index on CoinMarketCap. Looks like we're at fear. But not extreme fear. Here we have Bitcoin on the daily. It crashed below the 120-day SMA on February 24th. It found support at the 200 SMA, and it's been ranging ever since. So we have the hard floor and the soft ceiling. And the volume profile plus is actually highlighting the 120 there as a likely target. We can go to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map to see where price action is likely to head. So it looks like there is a little bit of liquidity here at 84. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did see that again, revisit. That's only a 3K downwards move from there. This is quite likely up here, the 91 and the 93. Easy was saying on his show this morning that we need to establish above 90K. That makes sense to me. Let's take a look at altcoin season. So we're currently in Bitcoin season, actually very strong Bitcoin season. We are at 22. For the last 90 days, only a few coins have been outperforming Bitcoin. So that would be XRP, Leo, Hype, XMR, WBT, FTN, GT, TKX, BGB, and Mantra. Mostly coins I've barely ever heard of. I've only heard of Mantra, BGB, FTN, but yeah, just a bunch of no-name weird stuff that no one would ever expect to invest in. So it's been a rough 90 days. Let's take a look at the rainbow chart. Oh, Aksel's here. Welcome, Aksel, to the stage. Oh, I can't hear you for some reason. Turn on your microphone. I heard something.
Oh, how about now?
There you are.
All right.
Welcome. How's it going?
Thank you. Great. Except for my PC deciding to crash on me, so I grabbed my laptop.
Okay, good. Well, welcome in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, we'll see if Rom Reactor still joins us, or Coke said he might as well.
Nice. I love that chart. The rainbow chart never fails.
The rainbow chart. It's so unreliable, but it's fun to look at. It's very pretty.
Yeah, and it's always kind of like somehow always in that channel, you know.
Well, lately, yeah. I mean, we've been dancing between the yellow and the green, so we're at still cheap mode.
Yeah, everything's still on sale, guys. Not financial.
Yeah,
advice.
exactly. Maybe it's an accumulation zone. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a great time to rebalance still. You know, if you wanted to drop ones that were lagging or you got some better alpha and projects that, you know, that are picking up speed, I think it's a great time to rebalance.
Mm-hmm. What have you been looking at recently in terms of rebalancing?
Ondo Finance, I just can't get my mind off of it that there's all this circulating talk about BlackRock and real world assets. So I just have a feeling that that they might actually start accumulating that, and maybe I don't know how many coins will make it into the reserve beyond what Trump tweeted, but maybe there'll be more. What do you think?
I haven't really done too much looking into Ondo Finance. What is it all about? This is RWA, or?
I think yeah, it's a real world assets, and they have partnerships with a lot of big names. I have yet to do a deeper dive on it. I'd heard about it here and there, and then there was talk about BlackRock looking into it. So
it's a public proof of stake layer 1 blockchain designed specifically for institutional grade real world assets.
Boom, there you go.
So are they going to put like the stock market on Ondo or something?
Who knows? But it's this guy's name, Fink, Larry Fink, from BlackRock, is talking about it. So if you know, I just have a feeling that with the synergy from the summit, and we have such a bullish president on crypto, and then you have a layer 1 like this that's specifically designed for the big institutions for tokenization. I think they're just kind of waiting on the sidelines to, you know, all of a sudden start tokenizing everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I kind of want to ask like Grok, like if it can tell me more about Ondo.
Oh yeah, Grok's. I've been using Grok for everything now.
Ondo Finance. It's a decentralized finance platform focused on bridging traditional finance and blockchain technology by tokenizing real-world assets, particularly institutional-grade financial products like U.S. Treasuries. Its mission is to democratize access to high-quality financial services, making them available to a broader audience through on-chain solutions. Founded in 2021 by Nathan Allman, a former Goldman Sachs employee, Ondo is headquartered in New York and has quickly risen as a leader in the tokenized asset space. Asset management, technology development, Ondo U.S. government treasuries, USDY, a yield-bearing stablecoin alternative for non-U.S. investors, combining stability with returns from U.S. dollar-denominated assets. Are they going to tokenize stocks? No. That's something I'm really looking out for. If you can trade a MicroStrategy, permissionless environment or something like that, right?
Yeah, there was something like that a long time ago. Maker? No, it wasn't Maker. It was linked to Luna, that whole network, and then when that imploded. But I think they tried it out, and it was pegged to the stock, so you could buy almost like, I wouldn't say fake, but pegged currencies that were pegged to different stocks. But I haven't seen that for a long time, ever since the fiasco with Luna and Anchor. And that was all because of they did their stable coin with algorithmically, not backed by anything. So I'm always kind of weary when I look at any stable coin that says it's algorithmic, just because of that. I mean, it's always good to have it backed by something, Bitcoin maybe, a reserve or an equal amount of a bucket of assets that are US dollars, Bitcoin, Ethereum, that back it up, not just an algorithm.
Yeah, interesting. Like, I'm wondering if they're all algorithmic. Let's see what it says. Yeah, DAI was coming to mind as the algorithmic one.
Yeah.
So USDT and USDC are not algorithmic?
I think USDC they have a reserve, and USDT I think also.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, because DAI works on like collateralized Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, the pure algorithmic ones that just they're just an algorithm. There's no liquidity other than their own coin behind it. So those are I'm a little more careful. I think if you keep your stable coins, it's good to have something that has some backing, whether it's Ethereum with DAI, whether it's gold or USDT or something.
Yeah. So in terms of TA on Ondo, it looks like it's flirting with the danger zone here. It's like closing below the 200.
Yeah.
But it hasn't yet. So it's got 6 hours to decide what it wants to do. But if it does close below the 200 here, that would sort of be a bearish signal.
Yeah.
Although, as you can see, it's done it several times recently, and it's been trying to push above it, but getting rejected with lower highs here on the daily. And
that's a great
lower lows as well. So if you're bullish on it, it could be a buying zone, but in terms of TA, it's not looking amazing at this moment.
At this time, yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to get more into following the charts and doing TA. I was always more of a narrative guy, but the trend doesn't lie. The trend's your friend, as they say, and the TA really has has proven that it works. Except for when there's black swan events or things that we don't know about. But then when you zoom out, and somehow it still follows that pattern in most cases. No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, someone in Moralis said TA doesn't work on meme coins. I don't know. I think without TA, what do you really have? Like, you don't have a lot without TA, right? Like you could have this great narrative, and the chart looks terrible, and it just keeps grinding down and down. Like, I don't want to throw shade at Ethereum or something like that, but
yeah,
you could argue that it has a good narrative, but the TA just means that the price has been going down and down over time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Potentially, right? So.
Yeah, the TA doesn't lie. My buddy was telling me he takes screenshots now of charts and puts them into GPT.
Yeah, I've been doing that as well.
Yeah, and we've been working on trying to automate that with where you can go out and scan and look for setups.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little ways off. I know there's some people that have dabbled with it, and I think that's the next level. Instead of looking at different charts, you'll have an AI go in and take snapshots, whether it's of just the data or the actual visualization, and then go through all of them. Tell, there's a great setup for this.
Yeah, exactly. Look at Ethereum here. Actually, interesting on the weekly how it's been playing off the 200 here. Look at it was holding the 200 as support, and then right here this week it broke that trend, and it's threatening to close below the 200 and the 120 here.
Uh-oh.
And the 120 crossed below the 200, which is also a bearish signal. That's like a silver cross sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Ethereum looking pretty dangerous here. Like it has another 2 days to decide what it wants to do, but a closure below this level would also be bearish for Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How low can it go? It's already at 21, right? Like you think the floor would be somewhere in here.
Yeah, somewhere.
Because yeah, look at the 200 has proven as pretty good support in the past here.
Yeah.
Like it usually goes a bit below it and then goes above, but it doesn't usually go too far below. Right now we're quite below.
Oh yeah.
So this is not normal for Ethereum to be this low below the 200 essentially.
How much of that do you think could be manipulation?
Well, what do we mean by manipulation?
Just people
Like Binance sending customer funds over to Wintermute to manipulate the market and
or
push things down so the
push
institutional
down.
investors can get a better price.
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially. Like Eric Crown's bullish on Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
Or sorry, Eric Trump rather.
Yeah, Trump, Eric Trump, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably holding Ethereum bags and Cardano and XRP.
Yeah, and some other bags too. I saw that somebody, I don't know if this is, take it with a grain of salt, but somebody that was following said that they were following Trump's wallet, and it's probably true because they said through World Liberty Finance he bought a coin called Move, and quite a decent sized bag, and I'd never heard of it, but it's on Coinbase, and
the Wizard talks about Move quite a bit.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to link into what it actually is.
Yeah, we can take a look at that.
Yeah, let's see.
Movement Labs. So I think it's like something for programming. Let's see. Go to the website.
Does this have something to do with Binance?
I would have thought it would be on AVAX side of things.
Yeah. Oh, AVAX. That stuff you were showing me on AVAX is great. The whole AVAX ecosystem looks like it's going to start waking up.
Move VM technology supporting developers. It's a cutting-edge layer 2 solution built using Move VM, designed to provide developers with a powerful, efficient, and scalable platform for creating the next generation of decentralized applications. Oh, Justin, feel free to come join us on stage as well. He says Move is affiliated with Colony. So it's the most fair DEX, I think he said.
Okay.
2 blockchains that haven't quite launched. ETH L2s. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I really like the narrative of like Abstract. There's another ETH L2, or ETH L2
DAO.
EVM compatible, and it's fun. It's interesting seeing Ethereum right there on the cusp of getting under the 200 moving day average, but all these L2s on Ethereum are just great. I mean, they have great communities, great ideas behind them, and I wonder why these all these big projects decided to build on top of Ethereum.
Have you been farming the Abstract chain?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I got up to the elite Chad level here.
Oh, that's awesome, yeah.
The first level, but I've done all these little quests.
Yeah, my friend introduced me to it, and she loves Abstract, and she's even doing her own coin on there and some NFTs, and I looked at some of the games I'm developing, maybe launching them on Abstract instead of other chains, just because it's such a tight knit community, and I think you actually get early adopters to give you feedback.
Okay, well, let's spend some more time on Move here really quick. Justin says, when Facebook did Libra, they invented a code language that is less hackable than Solidity called Move. And we're right, it's affiliated with Binance. They have support from Binance Labs. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just spend a little bit more time on movement here. So the contract address is on Ethereum, it looks like. So let me just check if I go to like 1 inch, if I can trade it on different networks, because I always thought it had something to do with Avalanche, no?
Yeah.
Let's type in Move and see what it's on. Movement here. One network, Ethereum. Oh, so maybe it's just on Ethereum. Interesting. I thought it was an L2. It uses Gossip Consensus. which is an avalanche invention. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Sweet. We'll take a look at the price action for move. I just had the 6 hour here. On the 4 hour, we're breaking above the 120. So it looks like maybe the short-term downward trend is maybe breaking here. Maybe we can establish above the 120 and maybe flip to the upside. So this could it be a buying zone for move? I don't know. It's been down for a bit here, but just like the rest of the market, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it's true. We do some research that Trump actually bought Move. That was his wallet that someone posted. Perhaps he knows something. For sure, he knows something.
Yeah, so it needs to break above 0.51 right now. So if it can go up by 2 more cents and establish above there, that could be a good trend change.
Nice.
Looks like it's knocking on the door here. Is this a W? Almost a W.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What was? Oh yeah, the next one you were talking about, abstract, right? So have you been farming this?
A little bit, yeah. I haven't gone deep though. I have a good friend that's gone really deep into it, and I'm learning about. There's a cool game on there called like Roach, where you race cockroaches, and there's a lot of different interesting stuff on there.
Yeah, I played the gacha game here.
Yeah.
I haven't tried Roach though.
Yeah, there's one with you race these cockroaches, and you're racing them basically.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, you're like you're racing against the Bitcoin going up and down and Ethereum, so you're longing and shorting, but you're not really longing and shorting. You just try to get your Roach ahead of everyone else. It's a lot of fun, actually.
Let's see if I can play Roach here on stream. Meet your hero, become an intergalactic Roach coach, play with friends, unite with your fellas, race for rewards, join the action to hit the bank, earn MTGN, connect Telegram. Apparently my Telegram is connected now. I can claim the daily reward. Unlock. Buy Roach. Go to race.
It's great. I mean, I think the gaming narrative is never going away. I think as games get lighter and faster and playable with blockchain, we're going to see an explosion of games. And some of them will make it huge, and some of them will just kind of fizzle off. But I think games is just a great space.
Oh, Justin wants to join us here. There you go.
Join us, play some Roach.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, I'm waiting for the lap to finish, and then we have to remember to check out RecTech afterwards too. I'm pretty sure I already played today's game. RecTech. There we go. Bookmark that for later. Okay, so we're waiting for the lap to finish. Okay, lap is done. Okay, up. So I'm long here.
Yeah, long on ETH, and then you close your position, and then he speeds up.
I'm gonna close.
Yeah, see, now he got the turbo boost now because you got a good 6x.
Okay, now I'm gonna go down. Okay, I'm gonna close it.
Yeah, you're the master on the Roach. First time.
I'm gonna go down again. Okay, I'm closing. I'm gonna go down. I'm shorting. Oh, this game's too bullish.
It's too bullish.
Oh, I got 4th place. Oh, I almost hit the top 3.
That's awesome. Yeah, it can be pretty addictive. And I think
let's just play this for the rest of the show, I think. Oh, there's Wizard.
It helps sharpen your.
Definitely have it in the background. Let's just watch Theo play Roach.
Hey, there he is.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
He's back.
Thanks for having me.
I feel left out, guys. I don't have a hat on. You guys both have cool hats.
That's because I'm bald. I have to hide it.
I'm getting there. No.
This one's got some like we're bald. I'm bald here. That's the shameful thing. Anyway,
It's all good.
I could
you have
not
to
wear
earn
that
it.
hat.
I'd say like
Yeah, you
you,
have to-
you earn your grades, you earn your ball spots too. So
You haven't put in the hours.
exactly, yeah. This is how you know you're an OG.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I've just had some salty dinner, like burger and stuff. So my inclination is like smoke a cigarette. But I'm not. I'm gonna try and rehydrate.
Nice. What time zone are you in?
Europe.
Oh, nice. I'm in the West Coast, California.
Lovely. Isn't there's a hurricane coming towards Florida right now? I'm glad you're not in Florida.
Oh yeah. Although I do love Miami, and crypto loves Miami too. There's so many people there that are into crypto, and the mayor there is so friendly with, he's been pro crypto forever.
That's tight.
Yeah.
So on Roach, how long is a one race? Can I try turn on my I'm gonna try presenting. Make sure you in the private chat drop the URL, because I'm trying to connect my wallet to this game. It's just for fun, chat, right? It's
just like that.
Yeah, it's just for fun. You're not actually longing or shorting anything. Although I think maybe in the future you will be able to. Oh yeah, you can see I'm wearing one of my favorite T-shirts. I'm getting back into all the retro logos.
That's cool as fuck.
Polaroid, yeah. I feel like all the retro stuff's coming back. Like there was a lot of UIs you can see, like they look like old school Mac or like old school PC.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's so true. And then like music videos, they'll definitely put like the 2002 pocket digital camera as filter on any like music video to give you the good vibes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the analog what's crypto called analog? I don't know, it just sounds familiar. If not, there should be analog.
It's just such a
anal OG.
I got back into vinyl 2 years ago, so records
there you go.
And stuff.
It's the best. Yeah, I have a little vinyl record player, and I haven't actually tried it out yet. My dad has an old vinyl collection that I'm trying to get out
in my fridge. You've got a pocket vinyl. Someone's given you like a toy record player for Christmas, and you haven't got it out of the packaging yet. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much. It actually was this kind of thing at a work party.
I got some Instax in my fridge. Instax kind of took over the game, but Polaroid have some good products as well, some good films and stuff.
Yeah.
Instax doesn't have the dynamic range. I don't know. There's this YouTuber who like makes it all sound kind of entertaining. It's a good way to learn about photography. You start thinking about like dynamic range and.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, about a year ago, I was out in the desert shooting some photography, and these kids came up to me and they're like, "Sir, is that a real camera?"
Oh yeah, kids love it. I saw some.
We've never seen a real camera. They just the iPhones and stuff, but the mobile cameras are just as in many ways very, very good. So technology changes.
Disposable camera, you get just. I know. Isn't the lens isn't shit, but it gives you the vibes when you print them out, and then you're just like, wow. Yeah. iPhone just ruined our like viewpoint onto the world with its tiny ass fucking sensor. Makes us saw everything all distorted. Like that's normal to be so JPEG down, internet 92 kilobytes compressed, and then you take a photo with. Actually, talking about investing, one of the cameras I bought, which is a digital camera that looks retro, went up in value.
Oh wow!
So
yeah, the retro stuff.
Gains. And I got a little fucking. I have to come back.
I like those headphones.
I got a stand for it.
Oh, nice!
Now I don't have to try and prop it on to do a video or something, and then put it on the thread, and now it looks even cooler. Like now I look even more of a hipster if someone walks into my flat because it's like on display on the stand.
You're gonna use it for a webcam?
No, I'll do video with. I'll do YouTube DJ stuff, but I think it does have HDMI out. I hadn't even thought of that, Theo. That's genius.
I like those headphones, dude.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, Skull Candy. What happened to Skull Candy? I used to be so happy whenever.
Those are sick.
Yeah, those are cool.
I got them secondhand. Big up the environment. HDMI. But I bet it's it's the faggy little mini one, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd have to look into it.
Yeah, I just looked into it. It's mini.
Some of them support it, some of them don't.
And then where does the HDMI go into?
Yeah, good call.
All this image camera talk made me think of Walrus, the SUI protocol.
Okay.
Yeah,
what's Walrus? Walrus.
I got to meet them. They came from SUI and Walrus to San Diego to a meetup.
Social media. Is it a protocol called Walrus?
Yeah, it's amazing. They're actually doing. Yeah, see, look, all this retro. It looks retro.
Hell yeah.
And they're doing on-chain image saving. So it's like instead of doing your S3 Amazon buckets, you can save images directly there. And they released, I think their mainnet is live, and they released their SDK. I've been messing with it actually for an image project.
You can't trust these third parties. It has to be like on the blockchain forever, because I wouldn't trust. Didn't Universal Music lose 20% of their catalog? Like all recorded music in history 5 years ago, 20% of it got lost.
Wow.
What's this? Some promotional material for Walrus?
Yeah, Clemente did the Walrus challenge. Yeah, he has to run 1 mile in a walrus costume.
So how many people did you meet in SUI San Diego from the team? How many of them were there?
I think 2 people came for the. Cool. Yeah, it was a nice. They have a nice meetup here. They do once or twice a month.
When you're in California, like you will meet more entrepreneurs, won't you, than if you live somewhere else, like Winnipeg.
Like Winnipeg. Yeah, there's I think California and Miami, New York. Definitely, but
you travel around to a lot of conferences, though.
Yeah, look at this guy just spinning on the streets. Terrible.
He's almost done.
Yeah, I think a great conference for everyone to go to is a Consensus in Toronto. And it's fun. You meet people in person, and you make some good lifelong friends, and you connect with people, and learn some stuff, and
get married.
I think crypto conferences are great.
Take a blood oath.
Oh, look at this guy. Maybe we'll meet him in Toronto.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah.
Be like, how was the walrus suit adventure? Was that your idea? That they put you onto it?
Do you have any interest in going to a conference?
No, I don't. I think that if you watch the film about Julian Assange, I think he hooks up. He goes to a hacker conference in Berlin, and he hooks up with somebody. And I think that's is Julian Assange still cool? I think that's referencing my sister, but I don't know. My sister kind of takes me as someone who would interview someone for a book and then end up sleeping with them. But I'm just guessing. It's pure speculation. That's my conference story. It didn't even happen. It's just some speculative shit in my schizophrenic mind.
That's good
stuff.
It
can't happen if you don't dream it first, right?
Yeah, think it, dream it, do it.
Yeah,
think it, dream it, do it.
Dream, believe, work.
Everything starts in the imagination. Einstein was saying, the imagination's more important than.
Right. So. But then an Orthodox Christian would say they would pray before they go to bed. Heavenly Father, keep me away from dreams. They would say all forms of imagination is literal demons.
Oh no!
So there's different sides. There's two sides to each coin.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you have if you imagine good things, good stuff comes, and you imagine bad stuff.
If you imagine nothing, right, you are just where you are, and then you have to accept reality. You just have to go, well, I could imagine I had a beautiful wife, but now I just have to adapt to the fact that she's ugly, or whatever the fuck your bad situation may be. I could imagine that I have full health, but I don't. Or I could imagine that I was a millionaire, but I'm blah, blah, blah.
So the only wallet Walrus supports is Stashed Wallet. You ever heard of that one?
Weird. Red flag.
No, they support SUI. I think that's their native one.
You can sign in with Twitch.
Twitch.
That's weird.
Go on the Beam protocol website if we're talking about nice retro. I'll do it. I'll share my screen. Then I don't have to boss you around. It's true, retro is making a comeback. My mixer was... Yeah, retro is making a comeback.
PG says maybe some things are fate and not created from imagination. Very good point.
Because all the modern companies, like if Polaroid did a rebrand, they would use the same font as Zara, and it would just be the word, and it would be like a serif typeface. Like everything's becoming more bland, isn't it? Like we move to a monochrome, it's either black or white. Look how colorful that logo is. You've got purple, green, yellow, orange, bang, red.
Beam protocol.
Beam.
Yep, that's the font from like 2000 Apple.
Oh wow, yeah, that's awesome. What's
Cool.
this?
I don't think I've ever seen this.
It's halal gaming. It's like it's like they not like Steam, but for blockchain games, like login.
Sharia compliant.
Exactly. They have massive partnerships in the gaming industry. Beam do. They bootstrap a lot of the big players. I've not seen their new website. This looks cool.
Beam protocol.
Beam. This one's for ROM reactor. Beam.
Like
before I came on the stream, I was like, "Don't talk too much, Justin. Don't talk too much. Don't take over the stream." That's so funny.
No, I encouraged you to do so.
Yeah.
After your Twitter crash out, I had to get you back in the fold.
It's a loop that gets worse and worse. Like you get nervous, so you say something stupider, then you feel more shy, and then you say something even dumber.
Rally says, how long till the crypto summit? That's a good question.
In Toronto, consensus, that's the summit in my eyes.
or today? How long? At what time is it today?
It's set in the crypto
1:30
roundup.
p.m. Eastern time.
2:30 p.m. EST. Trump to sign additional executive orders before delivering remarks to the crypto summit. So you would imagine at 3 p.m. EST, we'd be looking at around the right time.
I'm now signing this executive order to fire Vitalik and completely dismiss the ETH Foundation from ever holding back the price of Ethereum for another 5 years. The ETH Foundation has to be dismissed. Donald Trump. And so we got another one here, guys. I'm going to be signing this executive order to, I don't know, what would be a funny executive order that he could sign before he has this sort of like,
make communism great again?
Yeah.
No, the great right now he's gonna, let's see what's gonna get announced. This is a case of like, sell the news or buy the news or that whole thing with the, But if the U.S. actually starts buying in mass, I think that's when we're gonna see, a few God candles. They're just gonna go up and up and up. If there's no more talk and they actually open up the wallets and start buying BTC, right. OTC, and then we see a.
But then that wouldn't be budget neutral, then, would it?
No. Or maybe they start a government mining operation.
That could be budget neutral, yeah.
Anything could happen, yeah. I'll probably be watching as much as I can live as soon as it starts, and see what they say. If they mention any other protocols or coins.
Is there any way I could watch it all the way from Europe? Maybe on
YouTube, probably. Yep.
So what's 2:30 EST? That's like 1:30.
1 hour,
time?
50 minutes.
Yeah, we still have a little bit of time.
And the guest list, Michael Saylor's going. I don't know if Vitalik's going. There's a lot of founders and leaders in crypto are going to be going to the White House. It's huge. I mean, for us, for anyone in this who's been in the space, just and if you look at comments from way back, what people would say in institutions and government about Bitcoin and crypto, that it was scam and this, and then now we have major a summit at the White House. It's huge.
Michael Saylor.
Michael Saylor.
Brian Armstrong.
Okay.
Brad Garlinghouse. David Sachs.
Ripple.
I wonder if Cathie Wood's going.
Howard Lutnick, Charles Hoskinson, Mark Andreessen, Vitalik Buterin, Cathie Wood.
Yep, there they are.
Oh,
No,
unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed.
No,
Yeah.
Emil Gunsier of Ava Labs, of Avalanche Foundation. I don't know. Oh, that's a shame. No one representing AVAX. Okay. We are, of course, only the 13th biggest coin. Fair enough.
Yeah, there's no AVAX. Oh, here, Mark Andreessen bullish for AVAX and NEAR.
Okay. Have to Google him.
And he's confirmed.
That's great. That's a great link.
That one?
Yeah, that list. Yeah, maybe you can share that.
Do you think they're going to talk about where the best yields are in DeFi at the moment?
Twitter?
Are they going to talk
Yeah,
about how
I
to
can.
farm airdrops? Are they going to be talking about the Retardio NFT collections? I wonder what they're going to talk about, guys.
I think everyone thinks it's going to be a sell the news event. I think they're going to announce no capital gains taxes for crypto, and I think we're going to snap to 150K.
That's very insightful, Theo.
We need music for the stream. For like the
I could blast the music we have, maybe.
the song.
Chill.
That's how chill we're all going to be feeling when Bitcoin hits 300K, right?
Yeah, tomorrow. So you hold? Are you more than 50% in? Are you orange pilled? Do you hold like a large part of your portfolio as well? Or you don't hold much crypto, if I remember rightly, Aksel?
Yeah, not much, but I've been rebalancing right now, and obviously Bitcoin's the best to hedge, but I'm kind of a degen. Like if I know that something's gonna like AVAX, I know right now I feel AVAX is really undervalued, and especially with all the stuff that happened with Solana is gonna be fine. So it'll be fine. People have a short memory in crypto, but
it was 99 like 9 months ago. Yeah.
But AVAX, like Solana was 9 months ago, I think. Right now, with Trader Joe and the meme coins there,
LFJ.
and, yeah, I mean, and right now it's a great time to be in crypto. I mean, it's the best time to be in crypto. I think seeing Bitcoin have these huge oscillations is actually amazing. It's a great thing. People like, oh no, it's too volatile, but seeing the volatility just means that there's action in the market.
Yeah.
There's people watching, there's people coming in, there's people going out. So like there's where there's attention, it's a good thing. So as long as it comes back up, goes down, it's like, but the trend, if you zoom out and look at Bitcoin, I mean, you'd have to really not, have like blinders to not really believe in the future of finance with Bitcoin decentralization. And now's the time. I've talked to people who were on the sidelines 8 years ago who I told, get Bitcoin. And one is my friend that he's an executive at a bank, and he's like, never ever want to touch it. And then he calls me up. He's like, hey, should I buy like $1 million of Bitcoin now? It's like it's $100,000. I'm like, yeah, do it. I don't know if he did or not, but I was like, do it, because who knows? And it was incredulous that Bitcoin would hit 100K just a few years ago. And now people say, no, it'll never be 1 million. It'll never be 100 million. But we don't know. And the fact that it's such a limited asset, when people compare like the stock market, the market cap of everything, was it approaching gold or not even close? I don't know. But all precious metals combined, this is digital. It's like, you need like dump trucks to move gold. Like, with Bitcoin, you just, that's the beauty of it. I think
you move country. You can't even if you were the strongest guy in the world, you could lift the gold up, right? Because you're Hulk Hogan. But try then taking it with you to Spain.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And the fact that nobody still knows Satoshi Nakamoto is. No one knows where Bitcoin came from.
Or so mysterious. What a mysterious guy! Like everybody likes a mythos like that.
Yes.
Mysterious founder.
Yeah, I think we a great thing to have in your house would be like the Bitcoin white paper, the paper, to have that framed in like in a nice frame. Put that up. That'd be pretty cool. Nice talking.
Just
piece.
when somebody mentions Bitcoin to me, I always my ears perk up and I go, oh, you must be like a rebel kind of thinker. Like you like to think for yourself. You like to think optimistically. You like to think about breaking out of the matrix, So like if a girl says, yeah, Bitcoin, I started buying some in 2023, I go, oh, she has a brain. That's interesting.
Yeah, I definitely have a weak spot for that, Yeah.
A girl with Bitcoin.
Oh, who just understands crypto and loves it, or just who gets it, who's and who's into it. I mean, they're few and far between. But I think
Sol's having a rough time because Trump came out and it was like you can't. There's no going up from Trump having a meme coin, right? That's literally up here, isn't it? 300. So more than a 50% dump, kind of, depending how you look at it.
Is that Trump? Oh no, that's Sol, yeah.
And then everyone got tired of the fuckery with the. The insiders got exposed a bit with the Malay coin. So then that's when to oversimplify things, alts are more volatile, right? So you can make a lot of money if you ride the narrative and you get in early and you sell. You don't start thinking that really Sol is the new silver or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But one saving grace for Solana, I think that maybe I'm hoping will take over that narrative where there was all the scammy meme coins, and it was going to be if they do an EFT. If they actually do an EFT, and then institutions start buying Sol, and then the second thing has to happen. They need to the people who control like Pump Fund and all those other. They need to gatekeep it somehow. I'm not saying protect your customers.
Right.
If a guy's like a known scammer address, don't let him launch a coin on there.
Well, they have blacklisted certain addresses, but that's the thing. You're dealing with this permissionless blockchain, so it's kind of hard to create some mechanism where you can't rug or you can't sell or something like that, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It has to do with the users and.
Yeah, and your risk, and I love that aspect of it, the Wild West, the jungle of it. But also, if you're a leader in it and you control, pump funds billions of dollars, and do it for the community. Don't. Yes, you can make X amount of money, and if you make a little less, but you protect your fans, at least from the extreme stuff. Obviously, there's still risk involved, but. That's good that they have a blacklist, and maybe they'll start doing some more and marketing, promoting that they're doing that, or maybe have a rating, a risk score, their own risk score. Like we have, Moralis has amazing risk scores, and there's other indicators. But I think that'd be good for the ecosystem.
Have you ever checked out this advanced section on Pump.fun?
No, actually, no.
Yeah, it looks a lot like Bullx.
Bullx, yeah.
Yeah.
And a few.
This is, I guess, where they get their data from.
Okay, yeah. There's a PumpPortal third-party API called like PumpPortal or I'm not sure exactly what it's called. PumpPortal, but that API provides a lot of data.
PumpFun API. What is PumpPortal?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I've been building a small program and actually traded like tiny bits of Solana with it just to try it out. And it's fast. I checked the execution time between this Lightning protocol and like Jupiter and going direct with an RPC like on Helios. And this was faster, but they generate the wallet for you and the keys. So always in those situations, I'm a little bit weary because I'm not enough of a code. I don't know how to go deep into the code, even if it's public and audit, really is their wallet creation mechanism, quote unquote, safe, where they only reveal the seed once, so you save it, and then nobody else can access it. So I'm always a little weary about when you generate your own seed.
And then there's a token called PumpPortal that already rugged. Okay, cool.
Probably just a copycat. Someone's gonna do a Polaroid. Polaroid coin.
Did you guys get into this GrokCoin that was launched overnight?
No.
I didn't touch it yet.
Is it
I'm a bit
official?
late.
Or
What's that?
how do we know if it's official or if it's just
Let's take a look. I think it was actually created by Grok publicly or something. Like Grok can respond to people in public now.
Oh wow.
But Grok's not an agent.
As Grok, I'd suggest GrokCoin for a meme coin name. Okay, so people were talking to Grok publicly, and Grok suggested GrokCoin, but I don't think it created the GrokCoin. You're right. Interesting.
It is interesting.
Oh, it was Elon. Oh, so it was in an Elon thread.
Oh, okay. So maybe it'll get some traction, you know.
So if I tag Grok, will it talk to me?
So they say, are you gonna rug your coin?
This is your sign to just lock in, Justin.
What?
It says it right here. This is your sign to just lock in.
Let me see. Oh, cool. Stay locked. Stay locked. Thanks, Grok. All right.
Oh wow. So maybe we'll pick up a few bucks of GrokCoin. Again,
should we do it?
Yeah. Like I said, remind everyone it's not financial advice.
Okay, I'll YOLO in with one Solana right there. It's at 12 mil market cap. I'm gonna get wrecked on this.
I'll watch on next Friday, see if it's where it's at. If it's at 100 mil.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave this open for longer than 2 minutes for sure. That's my problem. I like selling too early. It goes up like $5 or $10. I'm like, just sell it.
That's
right
smart.
away.
That's smart.
Is it though?
Yeah, maybe I always keep a small bag. You know, I've seen enough times where I've sold 100% of something, and then months later it pumps like crazy.
Yeah.
You know, if you keep $5, you know, it's like sell 99%, 95%. It's just you keep a little moon bag.
Look how good this indicator is, Aksel.
You're sharing the wrong window, Justin.
Fuck.
You saw I don't have my glasses on because I keep leaning in to look at the chart.
Oh my god! Oh, real old man business, bro.
Yeah.
If I do that, it's not because my eyesight's fucky. It's because I've got a 23.5-inch iMac. What? Show me that again. It's so funny when people do
You
that.
travel with that thing?
Yeah, sometimes.
We got to go to some conferences, man.
Yeah, networking is key.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Get inspired and get ideas for like different which industries, which narratives are bullish, how we can become rich quickly.
Or slowly. But
slowly
better quickly. Better quickly. Yeah, definitely. Just get your tickets for Toronto for the conference. They're probably still at a discount.
We should.
Yeah,
so I'm down $5 on this GrokCoin right now.
Oh, there we go. Green.
Tiny green Korean penises.
Green candle.
That's a classic. Okay, here's Justin's.
I was going to say, look at Justin's PP. Look at how reliable this indicator is. If I load this on the 3-day, it's called MabDivs. Coke put me onto it. Here it is. And if I look at it on I was looking at it earlier on 3 days, I think. And it just calls the bottom every single fucking time with these green little divergences. No, that isn't what I was looking at. It was like
that's Colony on AVAX.
Yeah, I think this is a good token to get into. Obviously, I go on about it all the time. It must have been the 2-day or something. Okay, never
It's the
mind.
most fair DAO.
Look at this on the 2-day. Boom. Buy here. Okay, yes sir. Here, that was the bottom as well. Fucking hell, it's so good. That's the top right there. It's like it knows, man. Should
Yeah.
we try some other ones on the 2-day? Cookie.
Yeah, dude, we got like 5 minutes left.
What indicators? I love learning about the T. I really don't.
MAB divergences. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna take some more classes on TA.
Okay, I found it. Yeah, here it is.
Let's try Polkadot. Yep. Well,
Do you trade Polkadot?
no, I do not.
Oh, Dot. I haven't heard anything about Dot lately.
Kujira just printed 10 divergences. Roji Kuji, Arun. PENGU's not going anywhere, there's not going to be anything.
I really like PENGU, and I had a chance to meet the guys from their team in at WAGMI in Miami, and like they're just great people. They're really focused on building the brand, and they all over Walmart with the PENGU merch, and I think it's not going anywhere.
But you've got to admit it's kind of over. It's kind of been over for memes since Trump and all that shit. Memes have alts, but your memes have been getting hit hard. Let's look at BONK, up 3.5% today. But then since it's top, if I hold Shift key, I can get my ruler out. Down 81% for BONK. And then some people will just hold it, won't they? And then they'll become millionaires because I'm stupid. I don't realize that in 14 months, BONK is going to 20x. And you just have to believe.
It's a believer's cycle.
And believe in something, yeah. Or it's like the true believers at DCA and just sort of double up.
Average down.
Type it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy, I forgot his name, but there's a cool YouTuber that he always talks about that he doesn't like DCA. He just, if he really believes, he'll double up, double up, double up.
Check out bonkrewards.com.
BONK rewards.
I have some BONK locked up on BONK rewards.
Oh, this is how they really get you when they start complicating things with, oh, you need to stake your tokens.
Yeah.
That's
I'm all staked up.
That's how you turn into a fucking round tripper. But there will be no big dumps like we used to have in the past things. We're just gonna slowly, as we grind out, as we lock in, start earning wealth. That's how it's gonna be for the next 3-4 years.
Yeah, slow grind up.
Don't worry about any local tops. Just keep networking, keep building, keep hustling.
Yeah, and also building cool stuff. This is what I love now with AI. You can build. If you have an idea for an app or like a game or anything, like you can get 90% of the way there with AI now. And I'm sure like by the end of the year, you can get 100%.
That's sweet.
Or 99% of the way there.
At least you can get like what do you call it when you get the first working prototype?
The MVP.
Proof MVP, minimum viable product, exactly.
And then combine that with crypto and
the tokenomics, the crypto's natty ability to form communities. Yeah. That's one of crypto's strengths is you can have like if you've got a protocol or like an NFT collection, using the power of crypto marketing with a bit of hustle, within about 2 weeks, you can have a community of like 2,000-3,000 Indians. Do you know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah,
it's great. It's great for spinning up communities. I spent too long like building the joke up, and then I should have like emphasized the punchline a bit harder. But,
no, that's good. Yeah, you build a community, and it's all about when the community meets the technology. Like I think I'll remember past cycles where the tech was amazing, but there's no community, or like the promise of the tech, like EOS. Like it was not cool. It's just not cool. You know, there's no community around it.
Have you guys seen Alex Bot? It's probably something that we can't watch on stream. I don't even know if I've got sound. Have I got sound? Does the sound come through?
You can try it out.
Oh wow, what's this?
I'm playing it now. Can you hear it?
No. Are you on Firefox or Chrome?
Can we? I'll share it so that like if you like edgier, I'm on Firefox. If you like edgier comedy, I'll just put it. I'll put it in the not safe for work. Oh fucking hell! I'll put it in the not safe for work.
Okay, sounds
in the
good.
Discord.
Okay, so let's wrap here, guys. Do you have any final thoughts? Going over to Aksel. Final thoughts for the day.
Well,
I think it's going to be. I think it's Aksel.
It's okay.
Aksel.
I just think it's a huge day because of the summit, and I think all eyes on the summit, and it'd be key to pay attention to the minor details, like what gets mentioned, who's going, and maybe there's a pump, but always I'm gonna be careful with FOMOing in or if anything, but just just staying in tune with the news, with what's happening, and I think this is going to go down as a great day for crypto. We're going to start getting some clarity, as far as regulation and governments, and just hopefully all the governments start FOMOing in. Yeah, so that's my take for it.
Very good. And Justin, any final thoughts? I think it's going to be a sell the news event like we had yesterday. I think that as long as Bitcoin is below 95, we're looking at weeks, if not months, of bearish times, losing money with friends. But you never know. Like I thought Theo's thing about he will say tax-free on crypto gains, and then that will catapult us. And it's been very volatile. Everyone's a bit tired. Maybe this thing about bear market is all a load of bullshit, and I'm completely wrong. I'm a massive noob. But if you are bearish, and I'm shorting altcoins with the Coke Discord server, so join me there. Thanks for having me, guys.
Okay, thanks so much, everybody. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Right. Thank you.